Melanie, Bethany, and Kathy are all getting married. Since they're best friends, they decided to go to the town's most famous designer to make their dresses. They have different budgets on how much they can spend on the dress. Take a look at the image. Can you tell which dress is more expensive? Let's see. Melanie's dress is at least 2 sizes larger than hers, which means she isn't having it tailor-made just for her. And Bethany's dress has a red tag on it, which means it's probably on sale. Kathy's dress looks perfect on her, and it also has a very modern design. So her dress is probably the most expensive one. Diana is a young and ambitious entrepreneur, and she's looking for investors for her startup company. An important conference is happening in her town, but Diana doesn't have the money to take part in it. She spent all her money on the first stage of her startup. So she decided to play rookie and sneak into the conference by the bathroom window. The security camera caught her doing it, and the chief guard sent his personnel to catch Diana. When they arrived in the bathroom, there were 3 women. Take a look at the image. Can you tell which one Diana is? It's the one on the left. She's the only one who's not wearing the conference bracelet. Deborah decided to treat herself to a spa day in the hills. As soon as she arrived, the spa's staff gave her a few menu options for her day. Take a look at these meal trays and try to guess which one best suits Deborah. Keep in mind that she does not eat meat, fish, or any yellow fruit. Let's see, we can eliminate the first tray. That bagel is stuffed with salmon in it, so she won't eat that. The second tray has a mango passion fruit jam spread all over the bread, so that's a no-go. The fourth tray has some bacon hidden under the waffle. I guess that leaves the third option, an avocado toast and a pink smoothie. Yummy! Fraser was walking through the park on a Sunday morning when he saw a puppy adoption stand. He couldn't help himself and adopted the cutest stray dog. He took the dog to live at the house he shared with 3 other people without asking them first. 6 months later, Fraser arrived home late at night and the puppy was gone. He interviewed his roommates to try to figure out what happened to the dog. Alice said she spent the last few days at her boyfriend's house and had no clue where the puppy was. John said he hadn't touched the puppy because of his allergies. And Mark said he had seen the dog in the morning and then noticed that the house got awfully quiet during the afternoon. Can you tell who's lying? It's John. I mean, how could he live 6 months with a dog he was allergic to? He's probably the one lying. Mrs. Sampson was the headmistress of a prestigious wizardry school in the Swiss Alps. It was the first day of the new semester, and she had a lot on her plate. She visited all the classes and greeted all the new students. But something strange caught her eye. She noticed that one of the people in the spells and potions class was an outsider. They weren't enrolled in the school. Take a look at the image. Can you tell which student is not from the school? Look at that boy's hand. He's not holding a wand. It's just a wooden stick. Mrs. Sampson's assistant was a wise-talking owl. They would challenge one another with riddles throughout the day to keep their minds sharp. Judy, the owl, asked Mrs. Sampson,
"I'm taken from a mine and shot in a wooden case, from which I am never released. And yet I'm used by almost every person, almost every day. What am I?"
If you answered pencil lead, then you got it right. Taylor was nervous. It was the debut night of her first tour. She had practiced endless hours to make everything perfect. But something went very wrong. When she went to try out her first costume for the show, it was all ripped. If that wasn't enough, all the other costumes were also ruined. She called her best friend, who was also an expert investigator, to help her find the culprit. The sound manager said he'd been out the day before to get some new equipment for the singer. The costume designer said she was dealing with enough stress as it was and started crying when the singer told her what had happened. The security guard said he had been on post the entire night and didn't see anything strange happen in the venue. The backup dancer said she had used the stage to rehearse some of the moves, but also didn't see anyone come inside. Can you figure out who did it? It was the backup dancer. She was the only person in the venue the night before. And look at her purse. There are scissors poking out. Who carries scissors around for no reason? Mel was the CEO of a cosmetics company. She was at the height of her career when she got kidnapped. She was taken to a cell in some mysterious location, and the bandits said they would only let her go if her family paid her ransom. They forgot to take her cell phone from her, though. Unfortunately, she only had enough battery for one text, so she had to choose wisely. She remembered a friend of hers from college who turned out to be a successful IT person. She texted the friend an encrypted message that read like this: JUXBTFSJL. Can you figure out how to decipher this message? What Mel did was apply a simple technique. In order to read it correctly, the person has to shift one letter to the right in alphabetical order. The message reads, "It was Eric." So when the news got out that she was being held hostage, her college friend had already solved the case and helped rescue Mel. In Mount Hillside Elementary School, there are 5 students in a class: Anna, Valerian, Vicky, Solana, and Serge. Here are a few things you need to know about them. 1. The one who loves Valerian is friends with Solana. 2. Those whom Vicky considers her enemies are called Anna and Solana, but Vicky is friends with Valerian and Serge. 3. Valerian is friends with Vicky, Anna, and Serge, but not friends with Solana. What is the name of the girl who loves Valerian? This made my head hurt a little bit, but the correct answer is Anna. Maya was exploring the ancient woods behind her house, and she ran into a time-traveling rabbit. The rabbit was mischievous and loved playing pranks on people and confusing them. He asked Maya several confusing questions and finished with this riddle.
If the day after tomorrow becomes yesterday, then today will be as far from Sunday as the day it was today when the day before yesterday was tomorrow. Which day is it?
Maya frowned and asked to take some time to think of the correct answer. After an hour, she cracked the answer. Can you figure it out as well? It's Sunday. Here's how it works. The day after tomorrow becomes yesterday on Wednesday. The day before yesterday was tomorrow, Thursday. And Wednesday and Thursday are equally far from Sunday. The rabbit enjoyed playing games with Maya, so he continued his mind tricks. He showed Maya 2 very similar images and asked her to spot 4 differences. Can you help her do this as quickly as possible? Let's see. The witch on the right is missing a feather on her shoe, some lace on her dress. Her hat is not pointy, and the tree behind her is missing an apple. Phew!
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.